वेलकम बैक टू द गेमिंग वर्ल्ड। और मेरा नाम है प्रणव और मैं खेल रहा हूँ बायोम्यूटेंट।
Tickety tock, no daylight left to waste.
ओके,
Oh, there's some plasty plots up ahead.
वहाँ पे फाइट हो रही है। मैं यहाँ से निकल पड़ता हूँ। मेरे किसी काम की नहीं है। ओके,
Wood scrap. The one kind of scrap you could actually still find growing.
ओके, लेवल 2 का चाहिए।
Everything is at stake.
ओके, तो हम यहाँ पे लूट देखते हैं। ओके, जैकेट नाइस।
Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find everything you need here. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem.
ओके, तो मैंने इस बार लैंग्वेज हिंदी में कर दी है। इस गेम का मुझे ये बहुत ही बढ़िया लगा।
There's a... Go get on it and run fast as you can. You run like the wind.
ओके, मुझे तो कुछ भी फर्क नज़र नहीं आ रहा।
Figures most maybe don't have a good reason to get up. What? They have a pal who needs help waking up their whole crew, though. Not sure why they're having so much trouble, but it's a real problem. Figures there's nothing you can't do. At least so far, right? Says to head out that way, and you should find the friend. They can... might have to do more than shout at them. They're down hard. Without your help, though, they'll probably sleep themselves dead. Figures if you can't do it, they're dead for sure.
लेकिन मैं इसका ट्विस्ट नहीं करूँगा भाई, मुझे नहीं करना। खामा मैं उसका मिशन में नहीं जाने वाला।
Ride like the wind. That's a proper junk depot. Just think of the things chucked away.
Oh, the main guy. वहाँ पे जाना है।
The yolk fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you find. Except for where that's not true. You might want to fall back. Good hit.
मिला तो नहीं उन लोगों के पास।
Time to ride. There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before.
A tree of life. पता नहीं क्यों, लेकिन इस गेम में सभी लोग द अपोकलिप्स की बात करते हैं और ये दुनिया ख़त्म होने वाली है। देखते कैसे ख़त्म होती है।
Wood scrap's great for building things.
भाई थोड़ा
You're in charge of that mount. Act like it. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above. Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots. It's important to stay grounded. You share the same fate as the tree. Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So, he's prepared for the worst. Something he calls the Ark. He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark, in the event of a cataclysm. Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy. He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in the southeast. Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Goop. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out-of-date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled. Out-of-date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done. Out-of-date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He wonders what's on your mind. Hopes to see you again soon.
ओके तो हमें ग्रुप के पास जाना है, वो उसी ग्लूप ग्लाइडिंग बना रहा है। ओके तो हम चलते हैं ग्लूप की ओर।
If the mount didn't throw you, you're good.
चल भाई भगा 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 भगा। मुझे लगता है बहुत ही दूर जाना है। भाई ये वाला रास्ता मैं अभी देख रहा हूँ, पता नहीं मैं आया कहाँ से था।
This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the cityscape. Metal scrap, that's the good stuff. Don't be fearing, it probably won't bite.
किसी से पंगा लेना नहीं चाहता। जगह तो बहुत बढ़िया है।
That's a massive kingfish. They used to be able to find things.
Shit.
Get under that sky while you still can. Some wood scrap. Always happy to find that. You could have missed this village. It's called Mammal Club.
The third one.
that there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
ओके, तो हम पहुंच गए हैं लूप के पास। अब से अंदर जाने का रास्ता ढूंढना है।
It's relaxer clock somewhere.
ओके, तो ये हम आ गए उसके पास।
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember the story as it was. He can't tell you much as he didn't want to hear anything about it. He can't understand how someone could be so vicious, even though he knows there are reasons behind it. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it. He thinks that's the right thing to do. It's only when you have forgiven that you'll find peace.
Light instantly vanishes dark.
The dark strikes back.
That's not that dark. More like long shadows.
The shadows are growing longer again.
We'll beat them back.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like?
मुश्किल तरीका।
Hit the open surf then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new friends. Can hardly believe the world is going to make it. Wonders what that's going to do to the goo. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf. Claims he didn't say that out loud. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. So you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the porky puff. You're lucky that way. There's still cargo left on the shores from before the apocalypse. His best guess is a power tanker hit a reef and went under. You need to point its face in the right direction. You make this look simple. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Okay, done. होगा तो मैं क्राफ्टिंग करके देखता हूँ कुछ हो तो। अरे यार मुझे लगा
That wasn't your tum-tum rumbling. Looks like it'll work.
Okay. हमारे पास ये भी है। ओके, कुछ भी नहीं है। अरे यार एक चीज़ की कमी है लगता है, मुझे कट्टाना बनानी थी।
You need something, not enough resources for that yet.
ओके, अभी मैं नहीं बना सकता है। Come on, मैं बनाऊंगा तो इससे ही बनाऊंगा, वरना नहीं।
look good in that.
और यहाँ पे भी चेक कर लेते क्या है। यहाँ पे 6 है। ओके, ये वाला मैं नहीं लेने वाला। मुझे लगता है ये वाला काम का है। और कुछ मेंटालिटी में
You've been eating right.
स्ट्रेंथ,
Flex out.
ये ज़्यादा हमारे काम का है अभी। और
You make it look easy.
ओके, अब बढ़ते हैं आगे। गेम लैग हो रही है।
Personal. Loot.
लगता है 4x मिला है।
You're hurt bad.
Oh shit. Ah. Oh, come on.
The day almost makes you want to smile.
ओके, ये हुई बात। ओह शिट, आगे जाके फिर से पता था ये होने वाला है। come on health।
half your health.
Oh shit. Come on. अरे यार
Scorcher.
okay nice
You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Control your
okay,
destiny,
तो ये हो
or
चुका है।
someone else will. He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out. There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will enable you to haul. You just need to find the right spots. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks. He only knows what's visible to the naked eye. Gulp is not much of a babbler and mostly keeps to himself and his drink. ready to jet.
ओके, तो मैं मिलूँगा नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। और अब हमें और टूल लाना होंगे उसके इसे अपग्रेड करने के लिए। ओके, तो मैं मिलूँगा
Coming like a Hellcat.